Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The show is interactive. We want to hear from you. The hashtag is Breakfast Daily if you're watching on social media. The WhatsApp line is 0550-585-832. Now, our next guest is a legend of sorts. I have a bone to pick with him, but the bone is in my pocket. I'm going to keep it there till we are done with the show. Then I will pick my bone with him.
Why don't you want to take it out while we're on set with him?
You relax. Okay, so
He's shaking his head. He's shaking his head.
So we've been joined on the set by the CEO of Caveman Watches, Mr. Dzamefe. Anthony, welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm okay. I didn't know I was in trouble with you.
Oh, the trouble no, is in the back.
They should remain there for some time.
It's great to have you.
But you
here,
look
Anthony.
spiffy.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Extremely dark.
I don't
From
often
head to
release that
toe.
word, but today,
Yeah.
You have to
the
bring it
weather
out.
is spiffy.
Thank
From
you.
head
very
to
much.
toe. From
Thank
head
you.
to toe. And your watch is blinging.
Ah,
Yeah, it's blinding me.
Charlie, take us back. When did the dream of watches begin?
2015
Okay.
was kind of like an accident. I mean, jobless, looking for opportunities left and right. And I decided to buy a watch for the first time in my life in 2015. I never liked watches, so I got into a shop, saw a watch for 150 cedis, and I thought it was too expensive. I'm like, common watch, 150 cedis, why? So I left, I saw a watch online that I bought for 50 cedis, and I just put the watch on my wrist, took a picture. Somebody showed interest and bought it. I was like, wait, I think I can make business out of this.
So the watch you bought to wear,
Yeah,
you sold it.
I sold it.
So you've been a businessman for a
Sold it, made some cool profit, and then I thought maybe I could make business out of this. And then I called the person back, bought 2 watches, sold 2, bought 3, sold 3. Then it
Wow.
started, yeah.
How are you finding your customers at this time?
Social media.
Social media.
Okay.
So I think it's important we keep our friend circle very close because the first people who bought the initial watches were
Yeah.
my friends.
Yeah.
So that's how it started, yes.
Yeah. In your family, are there business people?
My mom,
Your mom, okay.
I think when I was like 10, I used to follow my mom to Makola.
Okay.
From Ho, we lived in Ho.
Okay.
We come to Makola to buy goods for her shop. So I think from quite an early age, I was being exposed to the business setting. She was a petty trader. So I learned the very nitty-gritty aspects of business from a petty trader's perspective. I would run the shop for her sometimes, interact with customers. So I kind of like had an idea how to deal with customers and those things.
Okay.
Okay, so from buying and selling watches, how did you get into manufacturing them?
Yeah. Well, I'm someone who likes to keep adding value. When I have something working out for me, I can't be stagnant for even 2 months. I'm always thinking of the next move. So when I was selling watches, I thought it was not enough. There were people who had good watches but bad leather straps. So I went to apprentice for a shoemaker to learn leather craft. So I could make leather straps.
Okay.
Then after a time, I realized there were people who had faulty watches. They didn't want to buy new watches, just fix their watches. So I had to learn watch repairs. So I kept adding value to what I was doing. After about 3 years, I felt like I had known quite enough about the watch industry, and I've known enough about watches to start wondering why not, venture.
Yeah.
So I think 3 years after I started selling and repairing watches, that was when I took the next step to
Wow.
start my brand. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
And that was in 2018.
2018. Yeah.
You know. Now I mean I had heard a bit about Caveman watches around that time, but I encountered your watches at the first This Is Ghana Fair in 2019. And I thought, oh my goodness, who is this human being? How did he do this? So what's your process like? Do you sketch your watches? How does it work? What's your design process?
Yeah, I think that was the part that fascinated me the most. I grew up drawing. Everybody thought I would become a visual artist at a point.
Okay.
So finally, I had the chance to portray my artistry. So the design process, selling watches for some time, gave me the knowledge with respect to buyer preferences. I knew the faults other watch brands had. I had repaired them. So I kind of knew how to put a good design together with respect to buyer preferences. So the design process, initially, I broke the watches down into the various components. Then I find companies locally who could manufacture the various components.
So everything is manufactured in
Not
Ghana?
everything.
Not everything.
Not everything. We are not able to get to 100% yet. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But initially, that's how it started. So I go across all these various manufacturing companies who do different components. So you have to move around because the specifications of every component has to be pinpoint accurate. If not, there'll be a problem in another side. So it was quite tedious. But while I was doing that, I kept saving some money, buying the equipment in-house. So I started putting together the machinery little by little. Yeah, so it was way more cumbersome in the beginning than it is now, and we're still a growing brand, still saving to buy some of the more complicated machinery. Yeah.
How difficult was it for you to find people who understood? Because from everything you said, you're clearly a very meticulous guy, and you like precision. I mean, you have to know precision, understand it to be able to produce watches.
It's a surgical industry.
Yes. So how difficult is it to find people who have, one, that skill, and two, that kind of acumen, that thinking, that mindset, to know that this is a luxury product, it's a baby that we are building, you know, and birthing. And how difficult is it to find people like that?
Very difficult, still difficult. Yeah, you know, so I had to spend a lot of time at these various factories to make sure the accuracy is there. Typically, I think Ghanaians, we like to just accept almost. So that was a challenge I had to face.
I think we're very general. We're generalized. We're not really specialists. We like middle of the road, you know, so which makes us mediocre.
Exactly.
You know,
it's been hard.
If it's close, it's okay.
It's okay.
And if it's close enough, but you refuse to take it, then they think you are complicated to deal with.
We are too known.
Too known. But there's
It's
nothing
close
really wrong.
enough.
So that's the challenge that I used to face. I still face that even. Yeah, so it's hard. It's a surgical industry, and unfortunately, the typical Ghanaian is not a surgical person.
But your clients are. They know a good watch when they see
do,
one. You know, and I mean, we're not going to ask you the prices of the watches, but, you know, I've seen and I know the kinds of people, some of them very close to me, you know, my dad, good morning, my dad is a huge Caveman watch fan.
Oh, great.
He buys my mom, you know, my husband has, a couple as well. But who are your clientele? And this is you coming from who? And you mentioned that you and your mom used to come to Accra, buy goods, and then you become a watch peddler, a watch hawker, and now you're a watch manufacturer. You're not just manufacturing any kind of watch. This can compete with any high-end watch in the world. How did you identify that this is what you want to do, and how did you find the clientele to buy them?
When I started selling watches, I think I used that period to create my days. People who bought what types of watches. So I was not somebody who just popped up with a new brand. I already had a clientele. So, and I had been repairing watches for people for quite some time. So when I brought my brand out, they could trust that, okay, this guy used to fix my watches, so he knows what he's about. This guy, so it was kind of like hit the ground running for me. But like I mentioned, personally, I like to add value. It's very hard to get me content with average things. So even when people think I have done everything, I'm kind of itching for the next step. Like, what's next? What next? We can always get better. So that's how come I got into the
into the business. So why are you participating in This Is Ghana this year?
Oh, the last one was great. The last one was really great. Usually we go for exhibitions just trying to not expect too much. So we tell our people that, look, just go and network, share your cards, don't think about the sales too much, you might get disappointed. But the Citi fair was the only different one we had where we made a lot of sales, you know, we made a lot of sales. We didn't have enough products on the day.
Wow.
So we started selling out pre-order cards.
Oh, okay.
you know. So we
On
sold
the
out.
spot.
Yeah.
That's, you know, oh, that's very
That's
smart.
smart.
So I had to start giving pre-order cards,
Yeah.
and I kept one watch, one of each model as samples. So you come, you have a feel of it, you ask all the questions, you pre-order it. So that's how come I innovated to make sales without products at the exhibition.
Wonderful.
So it was great, and there's no way I would have let this one pass by. And even after the exhibition, I mean, when clients walk into the shop, we always ask them questions. How did you get to know about us? And a vast majority has been from Citi platforms. Oh, we heard about you from Citi. It was great.
It's wonderful.
All right.
It's wonderful.
Listen, we're looking forward to it. And if you haven't yet made up your mind about showcasing at the This is Ghana Fair and exhibition, well, Anthony has told you everything that you need to know. That's the place. It's a platform that you can't afford to miss. All right? And then, of course, for all those who are watching, who want to pass through, it's a good opportunity to come and see authentic, top quality product.
Yes.
Yeah.
Made in Ghana watches. So, Anthony, how do we find Caveman watches?
We are very active on social media. Caveman Watches on all platforms. And we have the website cavemanwatches.com.
Okay.
We are located on the Ajingano Road, just 2 buildings after the new AstroTurf.
Okay.
Okay.
On your left when coming from American House. So yes, the shop number is 055-751-6744. Wow, I tried. I didn't think I would get it. Yeah, so we're very active online. Check Caveman Watches out on social media.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so
It's
much.
a pleasure.
And for sharing this fantastic thing. You know, precision is everything. You can't have a high-rise building that is not precise at every level.
Oh, no, it will collapse.
We are coming down.
On top of us.
You can't have aeroplanes that are not precise. It will come out of the sky. So precision is everything. Thank you very much, Anthony. Once
Thank
again.
you. It's been a pleasure.
We've been speaking with Anthony Dzamefe. He is the CEO of Caveman Watches. We'll be right back after this break.